Hello there, this is Darth Rabbit07 coming to you today with another Magic Square arrival. Got in Spider Gears and Energy, also known as Gears and Wind Charger, a 2-pack I've been really anticipating since I ordered it before the Chinese New Year. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. Let's turn this camera around and take a look at this 2-pack. And here are the boys on their box, looking really, really good. On one side you get Energy. On the top of the box, you get Magic Square. On the other side of the box, you get Spider Gear or Gears. You get the back of the box with them in vehicle mode and a neat way to doing the tech specs for a 2-pack. I really do like the stuff that they keep cranking out. You can pause and scan there, but just go to magicsquare.com and just get you your copy if you're curious. Like I said, I'm late to the game. Fashionably late always, but better late than never. Let me get these out of the box and take a closer look at this together. And here is the stuff outside of the box. We got a bag with some goodies. We'll get the stuff out of the box, and we just wanted to show that off. They're in robot mode. They're inside of the blister. Let's get them out and on the turntable. We have the instructions, which is pretty involved for Gears, and on the back side we get to finish up the rest of Gears. 33 steps. Wow. And then you get Wind Charger steps all the way throughout. I'll probably watch a couple of videos before I endeavor on that. Then right here you got Spider Gears or Gears' card with tech spec. Very, very nice. You get Energy, also known as Wind Charger, and his card and tech spec right there on the back. Then you get an extra head for Gears, which I don't know how to get that off. Hence is his happy face where he's had his chip removed, where he's all nice and pleasant. We have his blowtorch. Man, these are some tiny accessories. You have one of 2 pew-pews for the bots. Let's take a closer look at those bots next. And here is a closer look at the bots. As I was saying, feel that Gears got way more stuff than Wind Charger there. Wind Charger got shorted on a couple of items. There's Gears' hand on the turntable, the extra faces there. They look spectacular together as Gears rocks back and falls over. It's just because I was trying to do a little bit more dynamic posing without getting those feet to where they can actually do that stuff. He has no upward liquid movement whatsoever. And what's even more uglier about Gears is the back side of that head. But that's due to the transformation. Still not trying to make too many more excuses, as you guys all know how I feel about Awfully Wafflies. I don't mind the ball peg so much because that allows for greater articulation. And as always, make sure, since he's got the face swap gimmick, that you take care when you're manipulating that around. He also has got that one little bit with the chest to where you can go in there and actually make him be not grumpy Gears, but actually happy Gears, as you can see right here. Hey, Megatron. If I wasn't in such a good mood, I would kick you in the keister. Dude, this guy makes me happy, except for the way that head can be a little bit problematic and popping off. But gimmicks for gimmicks, options are good. I really do appreciate the face gimmick and the well-painted pieces and stuff, but this thing just scares me over time and space, and it could get lost. So there's your toy deco with the pistol, pew-pew in hand, and with all the articulation you did not get with the G1 versions of these guys. I think these guys look stellar together, as is. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, they're both from that I can't remember what it was called. I'll try to add it back down here in the bottom here. From that little subline they came from. It wasn't Microman, it was something else. It's just escaping me, and it's probably over in my Transformers Legacy Gears' video review somewhere in 1,000 videos I've got out there. Can't believe I've done this that much, but it's been fun. I mean, a lot of fun. And I could have swore, getting back to this, that he had also that same kind of like visor, Cylon mask looking kind of deal there. So they look outstanding together. Let me get his other face back on, because if you change this into the vehicle mode, you I'm afraid this will get all tattered up and nasty looking. So, because this is always facing down, this is part of the transformation, locking in the bits, place things and stuff. And or if you had that rotate around, it'd be just getting into the bits that's inside of the back there. I love the way that this backpack cleans up, but that is as ugly as head. And it is on a mushroom peg, which is not Magic Square's MO, but for the sake of, I guess, face swapping gimmicks and what have you. Let's get that back to the other one. And in doing the head, removal process, you can take and just pop that little red piece up in there to pop that head on off. That's why it keeps popping off so bleeding easy. And there's your mushroom peg. That is a rarity in these Magic Square figures. Anyway, let's hop the head back on like I was saying. When if they were ever to make the bigger versions of these for the Masterpiece line, I would hope that they would do the head better there. But there's your M standing for that. I can't remember the time of filming this, but let's get these guys transformed in the vehicle mode in 3, 2, 1, and here is Spider Gear and Energy gears and wind charger on the turntable, outfitted with this beautiful Toy Hacks Autobot symbols. Let's take a closer look here in just a second. Little backside just cleans up really nice, and both of these are the A version and do a good deal better. Good buddy of mine, NY Hunter, had a little bit of trouble with his, and he sold it right off. I'm glad mine didn't have those issues. Let's take a closer look. And I gotta say that paint work on the windows on both is really, really beautiful. And then come around the side, even like right here, you can see a little bit of how this is a red piece painted. This blue, they matched it up really, really pretty. The wheels roll super good on these Minibots. Looks really fantabulous. There's all that. You're supposed to be able to get the gun up in this little crack area here, but on mine, it's pretty stable. It stays together, thankfully. This is what my buddy Inmon Hunter, he did all this and that, and this whole back end separated from it. And it's got this extra shifty bits and whatnot that had to get all like, you have to get this little piece folded out from that piece and that kind of thing. And then this has to be tabbed in just right. And then there's another tab underneath this that has to tab in there. And it's a little bit maddening, but this is how he cleans up on the bottom. And several folks have also reported that the heads like to fall off of theirs. Mine's the same way. It's like whenever this piece right here, the red piece gets, this is a shifty bit right here for the, you see how that does? It always seems to loosen this up and it pops it right on off. And it's a shame that it does that. But I mean, I appreciate that they did the little face swap gimmicks. He has no upward articulation and you can't spin this around in vehicle mode because that's just the way it has to be to lock in everything into place, especially when you get those arms just right up underneath the top of the car. Wind charger here, on the other hand, was an absolute joy to transform. It does all the things right. And if you look at the bottom there, head does fall back around and stuff. Those wheels are a little bit loosey-goosey, but it rolls like crazy good. He gets away from me pretty quick if he gets on any kind of sloped angles there. Love those pinwheels. Love that the front tires are smaller, the back tires are bigger. And the plastic, I mean, just they use in the paint on the plastic, it's just something else. I mean, it's really, really, really phenomenal. This is neat how they didn't get too crazy carried away with the engineering and the transformation with this guy. Well, in this guy, he's overly engineered, but you still get the same look from G1, and that is what Magic Square's MO is. You get all of the G1 look with some engineering that is absolute masterpiece, but then in Gears' case, it's overly engineered. So with all that said and done, let's get these guys back into robot mode and get into some final thoughts. And some final thoughts on Spider Gear and Energy. These guys bring great energy to the Minibots. My first Minibots for the Magic Square company. These guys are awesome. The engineering, the bits, the way they fold up. The only thing that's ugly is this head, and then maybe a little bit of scrape issues with gears. If when in truck mode, that chest is right there at it. If you have the other heads on, it's right down there at it, and it just kind of feels like it could get paint scraped easily. But these guys are going to go into a little diorama with all of my other Magic Square. They are just that awesome, and I love the way I actually got the little M thing going on for their whenever they got brought over into the Transformers line with the other Diaclones and Microman figures. I just can't come up with the M. Anyway, it is on the backside of the Legacy version of Gears' head. Very, very awesome pair and duo. Love the Toy Hack symbols on them. I think it looks amazing. I love how all this shift and bits and whatnot. It's overly engineered with Gears, but this is just the right balance. It even has that little nice hot rod spin twist move with the shoulders and that kind of thing. Those dovetails, shifty bits, tabulicious. It's got me hook, line, and sinker as you get animation accurate robot modes and animation accurate vehicle modes. What more could a Transformers fan ask for, except for the whole shebang? I think we're still lacking like Sunstreaker. I think they've already had Sideswipe already, Prowl, and the other Dotson brothers. I just need to collect them all. I mean, these things are so good. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching, guys. I won't take any more of your time. I think these are still available at magicsquare.com. And due to the pain of international shipping right now, it may take a bit longer for it to get to the US of A. Hopefully that stuff will resolve and subside, and maybe some people will use some common sense. And that's what at least I'm praying for. But I highly recommend if you can get a hold of these. Have a great day out there. You guys all stay safe until all are one. Thanks again for watching.